So guys, what's going on? I just saw an interview with Eddie Hearn, and he was talking Kell Brook. He got asked about Kell Brook. He got asked about the Jesse Vargas fight, and the report asked him that Jesse Vargas was saying that Kell Brook didn't want the fight. That Jesse Vargas's contract was signed, but Kell Brook didn't want it. And Eddie Hearn said, "Well, that fight's not going to happen. Kell Brook's going to fight on an undercard of either Andrade." Or he's going to fight on Joshua's undercard. And the way Eddie was talking against a nobody or against a low-level fighter, a guy that he'll beat easy. And what he said after that was astonishing. He said, Kell Brook is waiting what happens in the Amir Khan and Terence Crawford fight. I find that unbelievable. Listen, everybody knows that I support Khan. If that fight was to happen, I would support Khan. But I've always liked Kell Brook in the sense that I think Kell Brook's a good fighter. I think he's a good fighter. But I just think I haven't seen anybody chase somebody the way Kell Brook has chased Amir Khan. Listen, I thought Amir Khan, the way he chased Floyd Mayweather was bad. I think, he kind of sacrificed a couple of his years just chasing Floyd Mayweather, where he could have strengthened his resume fighting guys like Tim Bradley, Juan Manuel Marquez, and getting those kind of guys on his resume, which would have made his resume strong. Don't get me wrong. His resume is already strong, but it would have made his resume even stronger because there was a lot of those guys that he would have beaten and would have made his resume look great, even better than what it is now. But Kell Brook has fought 3 guys in his whole career. Porter, who he won, that was a good fight, he won. Then he lost to Golovkin and lost to Spence. But that's it, really. He hasn't got any other names on his resume. He had a chance to fight Jesse Vargas, where he would have been strong favourite. Right? In my opinion, Kell Brook would be strong favourite against Jesse Vargas. But he didn't want to take that fight. To me, that shows Kell Brook's ambition, and all he wants to do is fight Amir Khan. It's kind of, in my opinion, a bit embarrassing. Because he's chasing Amir Khan like no other. Like, how can Eddie Hearn say Kell Brook's waiting on what happens between Khan and Crawford? So basically, Amir Khan was right. That Kell Brook fight's always going to be there because Kell Brook's always going to want it. So Amir Khan could beat Crawford, right? If he beats Crawford, he'll have a rematch. If he loses to Crawford, depending on how he loses, he might retire. He might say, oh, that's me done. Then Kell Brook's just been waiting on Amir Khan. But what Kell Brook is doing is he's waiting on him. If Amir Khan decides to retire, then Kell Brook will go down and fight somebody, have one last payday against somebody, lose, and then call it a day himself. But he's hoping that payday comes against Amir Khan. I just think it's embarrassing, if I'm totally honest with you. I think Kell Brook should have fought somebody of high level. I'm talking a top fighter. He should have jumped into a world title fight, either a welterweight, or he should have gone for a world title shot at 154. But again, he doesn't want to lose because he knows the money that he's going to get for those fights aren't going to be that great, because he's probably going to have to go to America. He's going to be the challenger. He's not going to get paid that well. He's probably going to be the voluntary. So he's not going to get paid a huge amount of money. Whereas he knows in the Khan fight, irrespective with a title or not, it's a massive fight. Right? Because either way, right, if you look at it, the Khan situation's a bit of a tricky... If Khan wins, he's got a rematch against Crawford. Right? If Khan loses, right, he may retire depending on how he loses. So really, for that Kell Brook fight to happen, Khan would have to put in a good performance, right, and lose narrowly. Because otherwise he might not think he's got anything left. He won't want to go in a fight with Kell Brook when he's knowing that, you know what, I'm not the fighter I was. He'll just call it a day. So for me, this could be a bit of a Tony Bellew situation for Amir Khan. But the difference is, I think Amir Khan, if he fights well and beats Crawford, right, he'll go on. I think if he loses narrowly, he might still retire. He might think, you know what, I've just had a great fight against one of the best out there, a narrow loss. I think he's going to go in there and look to win, of course. But I think if he loses, he may retire either way. If he wins, Kell Brook's not going to get that fight with him because he's going to have to rematch Crawford. And if he beats Crawford again, he's going to be looking at major fights, not Kell Brook. So I just don't like the fact that Kell Brook is waiting on Amir Khan, because I personally, looking at it, I'm not sure whether he's going to get that fight now. So Kell Brook but I think he's just waiting and hoping that he will get it. He's hoping that Amir Khan will take it, but for some reason, I just don't think that fight happens now. I think it's become quite embarrassing that Kell Brook is such a talented fighter that he's wasted so many of his years chasing Amir Khan, you know, not fought the level of opposition just because he's looking to fight one guy. And that's, for me, embarrassing. You know, let's not forget the Spence fight was a mandatory fight, right? It wasn't something that he chose to fight. Golovkin was the only fight, right? Sean Paul obviously went to America, but he was fighting for a world championship. Golovkin was the only fight which, you know, he actually took. That was a tough fight. The rest, that's it. That's his whole career summed up there. Because the other fighters that he fought, they were like, some of them you would never have heard their names. But yeah, guys, leave your thoughts, guys, in the comment section below. What do you make of Eddie Hearn saying that Kell Brook is waiting on what happens between Amir Khan and Terence Crawford? Leave your thoughts, guys. And guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.